And that is where we start tonight, with the story of how our sports director is hoping to help save a life. And leukemia plays a critical role.
Jacques signed up for Be the Match 3 years ago. Even with that, there was still less than a 1% chance he would actually be a match.
But against long odds, he recently found out it had happened. He was going to be able to help someone in need. And this man was part of the inspiration.
Look at this. Play it for me, guys. You're live on WMTV in Madison.
Oh boy, do we have a doozy right off the bat.
The Packers with a huge 38-13 victory.
Whether he's bringing us the day's scores and highlights or taking us up close and personal with athletes and coaches, most of us know him simply as Jocko.
Tomorrow, the gift we all get to unwrap together is college football, baby.
The fun-loving sports guy at the anchor desk. But there's one seat he's not as comfortable in.
It's just different to be sitting in this chair, and you think about it for a long time leading up. I mean, this has consumed my thoughts since they told me I was going to be the match.
A match and a chance to help someone he's never met.
I've tried to be in the moment.
A moment surrounded by nurses and the whirring of the machine that separates the stem cells from his blood. A moment to think about the opportunity he's been given.
The chance to save somebody's life is a pretty cool thing. So that's been my thought for since I've been contacted. And then to be here, hooked up, it's just, your mind is just overwhelmed by what you're able to do and the opportunity that you're given. So I'm very grateful to be here.
The reason Jocko is here donating his stem cells goes back almost 3 years to a Be the Match donor registration drive in honor of Dave St. John, or Mr. Dave, who was a teacher at St. Denis School in Madison.
I need a bone marrow transplant, and I'm on the list waiting, and this is our way of trying to get more people involved for bone marrow donation.
I remember seeing Mr. Dave at the registry and thinking, God, I hope somebody is able to help him.
Dave was a wonderful man who had a very light heart and saw joy in the world.
Barb St. John is Dave's wife.
And there he is at St. Denis.
She remembers him as someone who would do anything he could to help others.
This is the last picture of Dave I had before he was diagnosed.
Dave was diagnosed in January of 2014 with a rare blood disorder called aplastic anemia. 3 months later, the school hosted the donor registration drive. 43 people signed up. Mr. Dave died 6 days later.
I never would have signed up for Be the Match if it wasn't for him. So a chance for him to live on.
The fact that it's Mike just makes me smile even more. It's almost like he was handpicked from that drive.
Jocko has another source of inspiration that goes back even further.
I also think of my friend Lance. My best friend passed away from leukemia. And so I talked to his parents this week just to tell them what I was doing, and they were extremely grateful. I told them that, this was my chance to do something for him, to continue his legacy. I think about him every day, and I certainly miss him. But when I was called and they told me that this person that I'm helping has leukemia, I thought to myself, my friend Lance is looking down on me. So
It is hard not to get emotional watching that. What is it like to relive that journey here?
To be in that seat, you think about it for so long. I was contacted back in September, and it was only a couple months ago that I did that. And just to feel your heart so full from being able to help somebody that I don't know, but knowing that they have leukemia, a disease that has touched my life in so many ways, it just, it's an incredible experience to be there and to go through that, but just so much love in my heart for a chance to not only do that and save someone's life, but now to share that experience and hopefully help other people along. I think Barb was right. At the time when I went to that donor registration, I wasn't working at Channel 15. I wasn't working here at NBC 15, but I'm I'm now in a spot where I'm able to be a voice for Be the Match, and to tell other people about it, and you know, to have Dave's legacy go on, to have my friend Lance, his legacy go on through me, through my heart. Christy, his daughter, Mr. Dave's daughter, contacted me today and told me that she feels like a piece of me lives, piece of Dave lives inside of me, and he does. It's in my heart because I'm able to keep sharing his story, his journey, and Lance's story and his journey, and now to help other people out.
Tell us about the person that your stem cells are going to. Do you know how they're doing, or what can you tell us?
You know, I just contacted Be the Match today, and we're still waiting to hear. I'll have an update shortly to hear how that person's doing. I know that they are in another country, and they're 42 years old. Again, I haven't met this person, but you know, in my heart, I'm obviously pulling for that person to use my stem cells and to get better. And they told me, Be the Match told me, I'm giving them a restart on their life, and I mean, that's just incredible to hear that. And you know, my thoughts and prayers are with that family, and in a year I might have a chance to meet them, so that would be awesome. An incredible
full circle moment.
For sure,
right,
for
right.
Sure.
So tell us about the process. People out there, you can do this. It is so easy. Tell us what you did to get on the Be the Match donor registry.
Let me be honest with you, I'm a big baby when it comes to needles, and you know, I had my blood drawn a whole bunch of times, but Be the Match will send you this packet. You swab the mouth with it's a Q-tip, basically.
Yeah, inside
swab
your mouth
4 times. You put it back in the envelope. Everything is paid for. You send it back, and you are on the registry. And it's just incredibly. It doesn't hurt at all.
Takes 5 minutes.
Takes 5 minutes. It takes longer to type your name in than anything else.
All
so
right.
I implore everybody to get on there and do it.
Well, here's how you can do it. This is where you're going to need that pen and paper, maybe a tablet. If you want to sign up to Be the Match, here is how you can. You see the URL there on the screen. You will want to go to join.bethematch.org/WMTV. And we've linked this, of course, on our story at NBC15.com. And we will show you that information again a little bit later in the newscast. It is free for you to register, but I do want to tell you, if you're over the age of 45, then Be the Match does charge a fee. So we wanted to be upfront about that. But it's so easy to do. Right?
Yes. Once again, Jocko, thank you so much for sharing your story.
And thanks to everybody here at NBC 15 for letting me share. And please go to the website and Be the Match.
And here's meteorologist Brian Dukes now with our Weather Authority forecast.